Okay, so I'm looking still for big contracts and low salary on a one-year deal. Because I want to be able to just get rid of them. Gone at the end of the year. But, I mean, my best option was Wayne Redden, but he's on a 3-year deal still. I would keep him, but I don't want to keep him for 3 years. I want to get rid of him at the end of the year and just sign a bunch of really good free agents and try and, make a playoff run, possibly next year. Bomeister, nah. Okay, Spashik and Allen. That's not bad. So I'll say Carolina and front runner. So, just give me some salary. I never thought I'd be looking for salary. I'm just looking to get rid of salary usually. Now I'm looking to get salary, which is kind of weird. Wow, look at that. 7 million, 4 million, and then everyone else is under him. Oh, I'm a defenseman. I've been doing all of this, and I've been in defenseman the whole time, and I didn't even know. I feel really stupid, to be honest. I really feel quite stupid. I didn't realize this beforehand. Is Carolina still? Yes, Carolina still got the front runner with Spotch. Not you. Hold on. I'm gonna move Skater, go back. Yeah. Aginla, he's got 7 million over 2 years. Dang, girl. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find somebody except for, I'm probably just gonna end up. Ooh, okay, Ralston is 5 mil. Whoa. Ralston's got 5 mil for a year and he's got no trade value at all. And I mean, I could just get who. So he might work. Ralston or Carolina could both work. Ooh, no, here's now the front runner. Blake. Just get Blake. Not you. Koivu. That's 6.5 million right there. And Nicholas. He's got B- potential. What? He's happy. He's probably just got B- potential at 36 years old. Dang. So, anyone else that's on a one-way contract? So no, that's really, I'm gonna go with this that's 7 million calorie salary cap I'm freeing up. I probably don't have to give them much for that. I'll give them, like, the players I got from Winnipeg that I don't need, like, Randy Jones. What am I using? I'm not using Randy Jones. I'm not using Hordachuk, wherever Hordachuk is. And I was not using one more player. It was not Barker, Gagne, Omar, Schmidt. I was using all of them. I was using the other Randy Jones. It was Green. So these 3 players. And the only person with even a bit of trade value is Nicholas. I'll have like a 4th round pick in the future or something. I'm just like, I wanna, when I set my mind on a player, I wanna get him really badly. So, I set my mind on, Adam Larson. I wanna get Adam Larson. So this should go through, so we'll see. Alright, so it does. So we just got a ton of good players, traded away all the players we weren't even using, got a big chunk of salary on one-year deals. I don't even know if the last guy was on a one-year deal. But, I'll check here in a second. Not really. I'm gonna check. So no, so let's just go to 8. Let's do contract. They aren't our biggest contracts now. I find quite hilarious. So we'll go to the top here and see our biggest. It should be now, yeah, Blake. Blake's on a one-year contract. Koivu is, and where's the last guy? Nicholas. He's on a one-year deal. So they're all on one-year deals, so I can get rid of them at the end of the year. So New Jersey's calling. I want Adam Larson, so this is actually an opportunity. No, I would still have to use the phone, so I'm just gonna just decline the offers. Then I'm gonna go back to New Jersey. I'm gonna trade for big Adam Larson. Now I have the salary space to get rid of players. Because I just freaking got rid of like $2 million in salary and took in like 7. So I'll have room to get rid of Alex Hemsky, Whitney, Schultz. I'm gonna get rid of Schultz to start. That's just a start to the deal. Throw Schultz on the table. Because I really don't care. I'd rather get rid of Whitney, but I can't get rid of both, obviously. That's easy. They would accept it probably, but I can't get rid of both. I'll compare the two. One's on less years, more money. They're the same age. One's 83. Whitney's 83. Schultz is what? 84. I think they're both defensive defensemen. I was rejecting on Whitney. Yeah, no, I said Whitney's an offensive defenseman. Got 90 slap shot power. This one was, I'm gonna put Whitney on the table now, but that might change because, simply because, I can't tell. If I need to free up the salary and I have to put on Schultz, then I'll do it. So now I need to get rid of some players. Omar. I don't know. Well, I gotta give up somebody. That's the problem. I already give up Whitney, but he can't be the best player in the deal. I really don't want to give up Alex Hemsky. I don't have the salary to give up Hemsky. Or Horkoff, to be honest. Because yeah, then it's not really approved anymore. I freed up 7, but I bet, I don't know. Do they have any high salary guys? I don't have any trade value anymore. They had Salvador. They did have Bryce Salvador. Wish you could only search one-way deals. This is annoying. Menrique has a bit of trade value. I'm just checking. Nah, nothing great there, to be honest. So I couldn't get Horikoff. But let's see who else I can put in the deal. Because if I could put in Schultz, I'd do it. Oh, I'd do it in a second. But I don't know how much putting Salvador in frees up, so we'll put in Hemsky to see. Okay, so I can't put in Hemsky. What about Schultz? And Schultz isn't league approved, but I could fix that. I could get Schultz to be league approved, I bet. I bet I could. Let's just keep looking. I mean, I don't want to get rid of Gagne or Barker. I can't get rid of Barker. Maybe, let me see their defensemen, other defensemen I have. Because they have, a guy on a one-way deal. I'm not going to take Volchenkov, because he's on 5. I'd take 2 years to Glitsky, but he's got a good trade value. Let's try to do players only on one-way contracts. So those are only, the top 5 are the only have on one-way contracts. You're kidding, right? Wow. I'm just going to have to get skaters then. Skaters on one-way contracts that have the salary too, and are on 1-year deals preferably. So there, okay, so Zharkov actually puts the deal through. So let's just see. Schultz, neither of them has Larson covered, but together they do. And I'm getting back Bryce Salvador, who I could probably just bring up. Yeah, I can bring him up. I'm giving away my star defenseman, who are 29, for a star of the future. Which means I'm basically tanking the season, but I'm getting rid of 2 guys who are taking up $7.5 million, which salary isn't a problem, but for Salvador, Larson, and Zharkov, it's finally trade approved, and obviously these 2 are covered. I could just put in a pick. No, that should be good actually. We'll see. This should go through. This should go through, but I'm not saying it will. Because Edmonton, really, I want to kind of rebuild it, not really, So this is, a way to. The only problem with this is I really don't want to give up both of my really good defensemen. I'd like to keep Schultz, to be honest. But what else can I give up instead of Schultz? I mean, I'll look. Because, I mean, if I can give up less salary to equal what Schultz is, I mean, I have, what? Horkoff, Omar. I don't want to get up like Smid. Smid's an 83 who's hit his potential. Has very bad slap shot accuracy. He's a good player. Let me just compare Schultz to Smid and see if who's better. 86. Well, I didn't look at all stats. I'm sorry. Okay. Compared to Schultz, who is 1 overall better and a whole lot more trade value. I mean, they're basically, they're not too much different. I mean, better defensive awareness on Smid. And Smid has a whole lot less trade value, but I mean, it's a build for the future, to be honest. We kind of need to draft, but maybe, I could put in Smid and keep Schultz, but I don't know why Schultz trade value is so much more when Smid is pretty much just as good. But, I also would have to bring Larson up now. That's another thing. I have to bring up Larson because I would need him. I mean, I could try and, do someone else. I just don't think it would work. I mean, to be perfectly honest. I don't want to give up Whitney and Schultz, but I might have to if I want to get Larson. And he's going to turn into an amazing player. And I could just try and trade away like a first-round pick and, get the necessary, get some good defensemen back. And maybe draft like Matt Dumba or Morgan Riley. Because they'll probably turn into decent players. So, I don't know. I mean, this trade deadline's going a long time because I'm trying to make some deals. I'd like to not get rid of him, but I might have to. I mean, Smid covers these two, and I could do this and get rid of. I would love to keep the seconds. Let's go into like a later year and add a second round pick. Let's see. I could just say Smid and Whitney cover Larson, and the second cover these two, and I get the defenseman, and I can do this. So, I'm going to try this, and I mean, if we get down to the last trade and I still cannot figure it out, I'm just going to put in Nick Schultz. If I can't, if I can figure it out otherwise, then I'm going to. But no, let's see. Okay, we were close. Oh, shit, this is our last trade. Crap. This is our last trade. I got to make sure this trade goes through. Because his trade value is only going to get higher. This is the lowest I'm going to get it at, so I really want to get it. I'll put in Whitney. I'll put in Smid. Let me just check Musil. No, I want to keep Musil. I'll throw in, since I got Blake and, who were they? I got Blake and, well, I got Blake and Cuevo. I can get rid of 2 other players, really. And I could get rid of Jones. I'll add Jones to this deal. And I can have one more person because I have to have the second round pick still. Who's got some trade value. And then Slater. Let's check Slater. If he's worth, he's any good. No, I don't need him. So, not Chorney. Slater. Okay. So those 4. And a second round pick in a later year. And I'll add who's more going to be, a second or a third round pick or one of the players? I'm going to fake this a third for a second and compare. Yeah, so that's more than Slater. So I'll do Slater, a second. I'll get rid of Slater and add a second and a third, because that's a bit more trade value. And I really want to get this guy, so. 2017, second, third, Jones, Smid, and Whitney. 4. Bryce Salvador, who was on a 1-year, one-way deal. And I think he was a right wing named Zarkov? Yeah, there he is. Let's see, the third round pick has Zarkov and Salvador covered. So it's the second, and these 3 players I don't really need for Larson and Salvador. there's no reason this shouldn't go through because Whitney, these 3 players should go through. Lol, they're all, my parents are arguing, sorry. This all should go through. Let's see. I mean, this should go through. I really don't want to mess this up, but it's basically a 3rd round pick, and then I'm giving him a 2nd, Jones, Smid, and Whitney for Larson. So this should go through. I hope it does. I mean, the last one was just Smid, and this time I'm adding a Jones and a 3rd, which hopefully pushes it over. I mean, I really don't want to mess this up, so we'll see. Okay, so we didn't get him. I'm kind of disappointed, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Wow, they're sending Dubnik down. Lol. I should just quit claiming back off waivers and just take off back my player. So I gave freaking Winnipeg Pavlik, and I can just keep. I just got Pavlik, and I didn't even have to give up my goalie Dubnik. Lol. Yeah. I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep him because he has good trade value. Yannick Weber, he also has good trade value. I'll keep him. I won't keep Randy Jones. You can have him. So now let's sort out our players. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's see, I can send down. I don't really care about Nick these players, to be honest. Nicholas was claimed. I'll just keep him up then. Defenseman, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have Yannick Weber chilling down there. So those players are actually good trade value. I'm still going to go for Larson at the draft along with the 1st overall pick. So if I can get the 1st overall pick and Larson with the 2 deals, I would love to. Because I still want to go after him. But I don't think I'm going to play any more games till the end of the season. Because I'll play the games if we make the playoffs, but I'm not going to play any more games. So that is the end of our trade deadline adventure. I hope you all enjoyed our trade deadline adventure.